You're right, everyone. It's SHAMSHIR from RCC. So another very nice build to show you all. As you can see, this is my SHAMSHIR design, complete custom fork tip dimensions. I had free reign on what to do with this build. So yeah, I looked into a lot of different stars and I decided to go with like a kind of an Arctic feel with it. I mean, I like white on builds, so yeah, it made sense. Also, you can get this Arctic fat carbon. I'm not sure, is it carbon wave? No, I can't remember what it's called. But anyway, Arctic carbon was going to go well with this build. So anyway, the build construction. The core is a 3-piece laminate. You've got 6mm white G10 sandwiched between 3mm grey G10. On the back, we've got more 6mm white G10, 3mm carbon. This carbon that I've been using recently where the pattern changes from big to small. Palm swell is made of 3mm grey and 3mm Arctic. Really nice stuff. It's difficult to drill. Sometimes it's got little divots in the surface and that. It's not completely flush, but I'm really happy with how this is finished up. Got carbon pins. Then on the front side, I've done what I've done at one. Well, I don't know if you all watched the video of my recent Pegasus build, but I split the face up. It's never been done on a SHAMSHIR before. At the bottom part, well, the first layer is white G10, 3mm, and then on the bottom part, I top this up with 3mm carbon fibre. It's amazing to think there was a full piece of 3mm black carbon fibre here, and all we have left is this little bit here and this bit here. But it looks really good. It's like a little island in the middle. And then the top half matches the bottom half of the back. That fat carbon looks really good, shimmers really well. It's not the best light indoors really. If I was to do this video outdoors, it would be much better, but it's a bit of a gloomy day. But like I say, I never feel that the videos and the pictures that I do for my builds really represent the build fully. But it's the best I can do, so that carbon's finished really well, really happy with it. We've also put little divots on the top of the fork as requested. They line up perfect. I'm not quite sure why this person has those divots, because obviously you've got the band that comes over the top. The band's unhindered by these, by the way. It doesn't hinder the band at all. But when you pull the band over, you don't really see them. I think what he's hoping to do is you can just see these marks underneath the band when you tilt the frame forward. And I don't know, I've not got bands on it, I don't know. I'm building what has been requested, so that is how we roll. Try and get some curves in for you all. As always, no flat spots, just beautiful curves all round. They take about an hour and a half to shape. It's not a fun job shaping, not these anyway. The feel of it feels really, really good. Left hand hole build, really happy. Look, they're juggernaut builds. They take some doing, but it's builds like this where I feel I can really express myself. I can really show skill in these builds. Raptors, the actual build itself, for me, I could probably do with my eyes closed. I'm not going to say it's not skillful, because it is still skillful. That's why not everyone's doing it to the same level of quality. There's only a handful of people that can do it. And they all make fantastic builds and have fantastic designs in themselves. But with Raptors, it's more about what I put on the faces and how I split the face and trying to do different things. But they're pretty much an identical canvas. With these, I can really express myself, and this is why they're a lot more money. I can show how good of a builder I am when I build a build like this. And it's weird that we've got that. These are both left-hand hole frames. Now, this is designed to be an OTT frame, although as I've said, I've got a TTF one that I'm in the making of, the first one I've ever done. I don't really like the idea of doing a TTF one, but it's been requested by a team member. This is the TTF build. This is that's generating generation 3. This is in generation 2. There might be a generation 3 of this at some point. Who knows? It might evolve again, as everything evolves. But they're two completely different shapes. Yet they both hold extremely well. I wouldn't say one holds better than the other. For me, one doesn't hold better than the other. But for someone else, they might say, well, that SHAMSHIR feels 10 times better for me. Or they might say the Pegasus feels 10 times better. But for me, they hold both equally comfortable. They just have a different feel. To be fair, this generation 2 Pegasus, I'm not bigging myself up, but it does feel very, very good. It's a little bit more of a, it's a little bit more of a softer feel about the Pegasus. How your finger wraps round, because it's less of a, as you can see, that's a little bit more dipped in. It hooks your finger around a little bit more on this. It's more fitted, let's say. It's a lot more fitted. How you lock in, that locks in. Your middle finger kind of locks in. It's all very much lock and load on the SHAMSHIR. Whereas the Pegasus just feels that little bit more delicate, more softer. I mean, the design themselves, this is more softer and pretty. This is a little bit more harsher and a little bit more, let's say, to the point. I could almost picture these as people. If you was going to picture them as soldiers, do you know what I mean? This would be the slightly softer one, but still gets the business done. This one is going to be the one that doesn't like being told what to do. Yeah, it's weird, really, but you'd have to feel the two of them together to really explain it, and I'm sure you'd all agree with me about. This one feels like it has more intent. This one feels different. I'll tell you a good way of explaining it. This is the one that, for me, would say please and thank you. This one would be quite rude. But I love them both, and these are two very nice builds. Really nice builds. Hope you've enjoyed looking at them. Tell me what you think. Do you prefer the Pegasus look, or do you prefer the SHAMSHIR look? Should I introduce an OTT Pegasus and a TTF SHAMSHIR to the range? Be interested to know your thoughts. Cheers all, and thanks for watching. I've got no big builds like this planned at the minute. There are a lot of Raptors in various forms, and like I said, I've got the TTF SHAMSHIR coming soon enough in the next few weeks. But other than that, we're back to the quicker builds. But they've been a pleasure to build, to be fair, and I'm really, really happy with the outcome. Cheers all, and thank you for watching. I'll catch you all soon.